Akademiks can't ride no wave.
Solve that murder today. Facts. There's, of course, business stuff happening in the world. There's, of course, politics and whatever else. I'm here to update you on whatever. We could go any direction. I'll start out, though, with an interesting direction. You know? I'll give you an update. The war to silence creators, the very slimy war that's really illegal by nature, and at a point we're going to have to pursue this in a legal capacity. Roc Nation, because they can't parse out or drown out the voices of some creators, mine included, they're using underhanded and also illegal tactics to try to suppress, eliminate, to remove opinions or videos or recounting or storytelling that don't fall in their favor. What am I talking about? I showed you guys proof before. Roc Nation currently are using illegal means, for example, filing DCMA claims, which is Digital Copyright Millennium Act. They're abusing it on YouTube, claiming that if you have an opinion about Jay-Z on any content that he's in, instead of acknowledging what it actually is, which is fair use, they're now filing claims if you're not riding his dick. I'll see how that fares later on. Well, you know, and I will say this. I do think at this point, I know their money is long, but they have picked the right crop of people this time. But I want to put this out there that a legal battle is probably, it's upcoming. So prepare for the storm at some point. I've told you their tactics on Instagram, but this still continues. I'll tell you what I'm doing personally. We are gathering things that is showing that these people are misusing a law that's supposed to help creators. They're misusing it to try to suppress people's voice, which is the exact opposite of what this these laws they're trying to cite, even in copyright, is actually meant for. Anyway, we'll get to that another day, another story. But in the group of people who still, you know, I guess for whatever reason, you know, maybe some people, it's interesting how some people all have the same story. Bobby Shmurda just did a stream with somebody named Kribas, and he wasn't that fond of Jay-Z. Now, I do want to make sure and repeat, I am not anti-Jay-Z, but I am not anti the truth. I'm not a propagandist for Jay-Z, nor do I care to be. And I would like to hold myself to the standard where if, you know, I speak about Jay, I could be as unbiased as possible, given the allegations, the rumors, but also clarifying facts. But I'm not too sure in this climate that's what's even respected, right? In this climate, it's kind of like you can't talk about him anymore. It's a little interesting. We'll get to it. Anyway, Bobby Shmurda had some choice words for Jay-Z, and this is what he said.
Scheme that is a young.
So you think Jay-Z runs the
Man, fuck them niggas, nigga.
Oh.
I mean, fuck them niggas, nigga.
Oh,
he
shit.
runs it though, right?
Fuck them niggas.
Fuck.
Roc Nation. You don't run it. You don't run it.
You don't think you run the industry? I feel like you know?
You don't run it. You don't run it. But fuck them niggas though. You know what I'm saying? I'll slap the shit out of Jay-Z, bitch, nigga.
What?
Pop that thing, little claps. No, what you said on that rap.
You know what you should do? I can get you a bag if you fight Jay-Z on brand.
It's just the thing with Bobby, like, we love the fun energy. It's just like a little bit of, you know, it's,
Pop that thing, little claps. No, what you said on that rap.
You know,
let Bobby continue.
You should do. I can get you a bag if you fight Jay-Z on brand risk.
I don't fight. I shoot niggas.
Oh shit. Oh god. Oh nah. Hold up now. Wait. Oh, hey, yo, Bobby. I don't want to be nowhere near you. Hey, if you throw you on the Roc Nation watch list, this is how they get your ass in jail. Oh hell nah. I don't know what he's talking about. Jay, me and your issues is not that deep. Okay. I just think you finesse the people. That's it. I don't. Whatever he's talking about, he on his own. He on his own. I gotta give the P Youngin PSA. That nigga on his own. He's by himself. He by himself with this one.
Oh, my bad. I can get you a bag if you fight Jay-Z on brand risk.
I don't fight. I shoot niggas.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, nah. Okay. Okay.
Right?
No, bye.
Now I'm gonna stay my black ass out of this one. Ain't both of them from Brooklyn? This one he's from the 90s, right? Jay from Marcy. I don't know what's going on. Now, obviously, I explained this already, right? Like, I told you there's several artists where I believe Roc Nation participated in tortious interference. If you don't know what that is you intentionally impede someone's contract with a different company in hopes of trying to ruin that relationship for your own gain, right? That's usually what's called tortious interference. And the point is that Bobby Shmurda was signed to Epic Records. They started managing him when he got out of jail. They wanted to sign him because that's where the money was. He was still on the contract. They basically torpedoed his relationship with Epic. Epic said, all right, cool, we got him on the contract. We're not going to let him go unless you're going to buy him out. Of course, Roc Nation, cheap as hell. They didn't want to buy him out. They just wanted, Epic to do the right thing and drop him. It's like saying, oh, Gucci should just drop Pusha. It's not going to happen. So they kept Bobby on the contract. Basically, their underhanded tactics turned into a situation where Bobby was a man with no island. His label didn't want to fuck with him anymore because of Roc Nation, and Roc Nation, after realizing they couldn't get him, they basically said, fuck him too, essentially. And what turned out from that is that Bobby just was a man or artist with no island. And yeah, he basically eventually went independent. And his career was pretty much, if you ask me, it was at the expense of a interesting and dirty game being played by the management of Roc Nation, who was trying to be a label. Same thing happened with Uzi. They ruined Roc Nation's. Oh no, they ruined Generations Now relationship with Uzi for a while. That was fixed later, but that time where he was beefing and Atlantic was also in the situation saying, "What the fuck is going on here?" That was really a changing point for Uzi. You could match all these guys' career with those type of behind the scenes things. You might listen to what I'm saying and say, "Ak, what are you talking about?" Start thinking about every artist I'm going to say, the moment where their career starts on a downshift, or you're like, I didn't understand why they were so lit, then they went from whatever. It's internal strife, it's beef, it's Atlantic saying, wait, if Uzi's our artist, like, what do you mean Roc Nation, right? Like, again, you're fucking up these guys' careers by trying to poach them while they're on the field. This ain't NBA. This ain't no trade deadline, nigga. Like, it doesn't work like that, right? Like, if Drake is on UMG, you don't get the nigga at Warner saying, hey, do this, do that, do this to fuck up your relationship with UMG, and then we'll sign you later. Now, it doesn't work like that. Anyway, I could say the same with Meg Thee Stallion to a certain extent, except, Meg, obviously, she has a dedication to them. It really hurt her on a label sense because 1501 slowed up and stopped putting out her records for a bit because they wanted to get their business right. An injunction was later filed that she could even put out an album and then a subsequent settlement. The point of everything, what I'm saying is that, again, this is beating a dead horse, honestly, because I've said all these things a million times. Why some of these artists feel resentment, right? Like, you might be like, Ak, you're just a hater. Okay, I'll take that one. These artists that I'm speaking about and these other entities, which I could go into a long list of them, they feel some type of way because at the end of the day, now granted, they're all grown men and grown women. They feel like their careers got sacrificed in a power-hungry, a power grab by Roc Nation. So this idea that Roc Nation is, for us, by us, this whole black people run the shit. No. Yes, Jay's the face of it. It's ran by like this Hispanic woman who used to cooperate against the cartel, and it's powered by Live Nation, who we talked about, their CEO, Michael Rapino, who got paid $123 million back in 2022, 2023 in terms of salary, and they just got voted and viewed as a jury decided that they were seen as monopolistic. So there's a lot of shit going on, and a lot of it probably a little bit too deep for us to just go through every day. I've gone through this before, but it's kind of giving you a little bit of a understanding of why people like Bobby would be saying these things. Also, I do want to say this thing too. I told you there's something going on with Meek and also Jay. We're gonna hear. I feel we're gonna hear about it soon. Maybe not in a distasteful way, where it's like "fuck you," I'm gonna slap you. None of that. But there's some stuff, and I'm gonna give you the signs, a little bit more signs after this. Check this out.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Bye-bye!
Pew, pew, right?
No, bye!
Bye-bye!
I smile after. Fuck that. Then I go hit the club after with some bitches like, anytime when they dance.
Yo, someone me ask, what's your favorite song?
Okay, all right. So he says that about Jay-Z. I will also say, I've seen a lot of people send this to me today. They said, so Oskino, okay, basically did a whole, I don't know, I guess he did an interview. And what people pointed out is that Meek Mill actually liked this post. Remember I told you. So Meek Mill supposedly liked the post. Meek probably is going to be like, nah, I like every post or whatever, but remember I told you there were little seeds already. But apparently Meek Mill liked this post, and I got like 15 people who sent this to me. Let's hear what Oskino said. Why would Meek like the post? Here's what he said.
Called Non-Brigade from Philadelphia. They got a song called All I Need, right? Jay-Z stole a beat, they hooked everything, the whole song, right? The only reason he couldn't get away with it because they were signed, they had paperwork. But if you go to YouTube and put Non-Brigade, N-A-A-M, Brigade, All I Need. Let me sing it with you. You hear Jay-Z's song, All I Need, that he took from them. Same thing he used to do from us, but we couldn't sue him because we signed to him. So you take his song and flip it up, make it a little better, cleaner, get Pharrell on it, whatever, and then it'll let you like, ha, it's hot, right? Just give me something for it. You ain't gotta pay me for what it's worth. Give me less than what it's worth. Give me something though. So when I broke up the Non-Brigade thing, I showed this to let them know, like, listen, bro, this is same beat, same hooks, and everything, right? He takes your song. He took a lot of people that's not known songs. Even the way he treat Beanie Siegel. I don't even like Beanie Siegel, but I'm saying the way you even treat him. I'm saying, mind you, we was in the trenches with you. You had this dissin Nas and his Braveheart squad robbed him.
You'll see somebody say right here, Meek Mill liked the post. The person who posted it says, I know, I just seen that. Why is Meek liking this post?
Yo, realize that you in danger. When I see you out, please count it, lift the chain up.
And all this shit, I ain't no Nas. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never see Beanie Siegel at a rock brunch. This is supposed to be a young boy. You know what I'm saying? So what he do is he come, he use you, take your favorite knee from you, then he throw you in the trash, right? It's a cool.
Okay. Now, granted, I don't have an opinion about this. This looks like these are personal stories, so he could vouch for himself with this. Again, I only wanted to point it out that I feel like there's something there. There's something there with Meek and Jay. Meek likes his post. Meek had said something. Meek Mill, corny OG. Like, he said something about corny OGs. And, and people thought he was dissing Jay, but he never really he never doubled down on it. He never clarified. Also, remember, he was managed by Roc Nation. He used to walk around with that Roc Nation hat, and also Dream Chaser Records was on Roc Nation. Now, I think the tweet more was along the line of Meek saying, "Yo, what did Meek say?" Meek was saying that, yo, he was like bigging up OGs that would like give him game, and people were like, wait, but he was specific with it, and people were like instantly thinking about Jay-Z. I forgot exactly what it was. I might have posted it already though. Whatever. But anyway, it does feel like there's something that happened along the line with Meek and Meek and Jay. By the way, it's a reason why people also said, didn't Meek say in one of, no, Jay-Z said in one of those songs, he says, I freed him from a bid and I could never beef with him or something like that. It was like some lyrics. He said, me and Meek could never beef. I freed that nigga from a whole bid. And it was like the song Hove did. So again, you know, it's one of those things, man. I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to sow seeds of dissension, but I have a sneaky suspicion, not that they're beefing, but that they might not see eye to eye on a few things. Anyway, whatever. Speaking of Meek Mill, Meek had an artist, and I think this artist was